The Kingdom of Vale has many good qualities, from the dust shops, the blacksmiths, and above all, Beacon Academy. As the streets are lit up by the broken full moon, a bearded dragon faunus walks into a tavern, and the room falls silent. The faunus walks over to the bar and places his scaly hand on the counter. The bartender cautiously walked over to the faunus.
Can I help you, sir?
The name is Ivan Saxe, and yes, you can help me. I'm looking for a village called Sumeyer. They have a grim problem that I have been tasked with dispatching. I need directions if you would be so kind.
Grim? Oh, you're a huntsman.
Yes, I am. Now, about those directions.
Oh, right, it's just west from here.
Thank you.
Ivan heads to the village. As he arrives, he sees smoke rising from the village. Ivan walks through the village, looking for the Grim. He can feel their presence around him. Ivan then sees a Beowulf digging through some rubble.
I think you've had enough, big guy.
The Beowulf turned its face and lunged at Ivan, but he quickly dodged. Ivan reels back his right arm to give the Grim a nice right hook to the face, knocking it to the ground. The Beowulf howls and charges towards Ivan, mouth wide open. Ivan attempts to block but fails as the Beowulf latches onto his shoulder. The Beowulf throws Ivan at the wall as his aura flickers. Ivan gives the Grim an angered look and does a reptilian growl. Ivan aims his left gauntlet and fires at the Beowulf, killing it. Ivan Saxe's weapons are called Quake and Aftershock. They bond to his semblance where he can absorb the kinetic energy from when he is hit and can imbue dust to his attacks via backpack. Noticeable signs of his semblance are when his veins and cracks under his scales begin to glow blue. Before Ivan has time to rest, two more Beowulfs appear. Ivan pulls up his gauntlets, firing at both the Beowulfs successfully. The Beowulf to his left charges at him, but Ivan dodges just in time. As he does, the second Beowulf tries to claw at him. Ivan counters with a powerful punch center mass. Ivan notices the Grim on the left and the right as his backpack switches elements to a brown color, and the veins in his arms glow. The Grim moves in to attack, but at that instant, Ivan slams his fists into the ground, creating a shockwave around him and raising rock spikes, impaling the Grim and killing them both. Ivan pulled out his scroll and called the refuge camp the villagers were hiding at.
Hello.
Tell your mayor the Grim have been cleared out. It is safe for you all to return.
Oh, thank you, sir. Our mayor said he'll pay you when we get there.
Actually, tell him this job was on me. You all need it more than I do.
Ivan hangs up and travels back to Vale. The neon lights of the city of Vale cast a soft glow on the streets as Ivan Saxe made his way to the hotel, his shoulders heavy with the weight of the day's battles and worries. As he entered the lobby, he saw a young woman at the front desk, her eyes tired and her smile weary from the night's work. Approaching the desk, Ivan offered her a gentle smile.
Good evening. I'd like to get a room for the night, please.
The woman nodded, her fingers already flying over the keyboard.
Of course, sir. Just a moment.
Hands him a registration form and a pen.
Please fill this out.
As Ivan scribbled down his details, he noticed the dark circles under her eyes and the way she rubbed her temples, clearly exhausted. He finished the form and slid it back to her along with his payment.
Thank you.
Her voice was polite but drained. She began processing the payment when Ivan reached into his wallet and pulled out double the amount required for the room.
Here.
Places the extra money on the counter.
I can see you've had a rough night. Consider this a little something extra.
The woman looked at the money in surprise, shaking her head.
Oh no, sir, that's too much. You really don't have to do that.
Ivan raised a hand to gently stop her protest.
I insist. You deserve it.
He paused, offering her another smile.
And tell you what, how about I buy you a cup of coffee in the morning? We can meet right here.
Her expression softened, a genuine smile breaking through her fatigue.
Thank you, sir. That's very kind of you.
It's Ivan, actually. And it's no trouble at all.
The woman finished processing his payment and handed him his room key.
I'm Lydia. Thank you again, Ivan. I'll take you up on that coffee.
Takes the key and gave her a nod.
It's a date then. Get some rest, Lydia. You've earned it.
With that, Ivan headed towards the elevator, feeling a small sense of satisfaction. As the doors closed behind him, he glanced back to see Lydia smiling, the weight of her night a little lighter. It was a small gesture, but in a world filled with grim and endless battles, sometimes kindness was the most powerful weapon of all.